friend, Brer Raccoon, liked to catch frogs for his meals, so he traveled quite often down to the river with his tow sack. He would walk slowly up behind a frog and grab him and drop them into his tow sack. One day, the frogs all called a great big frog meeting.
All frogs!
They were so tired of their many brothers and sisters being caught by Brer Raccoon. So the bullfrog said,
I will sit on the riverbank and watch for that raccoon. When he gets within half a mile of the river, I will call out to warn all of you.
The next time Brer Raccoon went to the river, there were no frogs in his tow sack, so he had to go back home without any frogs. When his wife saw the empty sack, she was hopping mad.
Came back with an empty tow sack? How's that very smart? Why don't you come back without some nice big fat frogs?
Bright and early the next morning, the Brer Raccoon left the house with a big bump on his head and an empty tow sack. When he got to the river, he saw his friend, Brer Rabbit, who was fishing.
Well, how do you do, Brer Raccoon? How are you?
See this bump on my head? My wife hit me with a broom. It's so dang why I don't talk anymore.
Well, I just think you need a plan. Next time you come to the river, just fall down and play dead, like Brer Possum.
Then what does it do?
You doesn't do anything. Just lie there and don't move until I tell you to.
That's a wonderful plan.
So the next day, Brer Raccoon got about half a mile from the river when he heard the bullfrogs calling.
Here he comes! Here he comes!
Brer Raccoon was not worried because he had a plan. He marched down to the river and groaned.
I'm dying of starvation. I ain't had any frogs to eat for days. I'm dying.
Then he fell on his back, stuck his feet straight in the air, and kicked about 9 times. He lay there, just like he was dead. The frogs had popped their eyes up above the water and were watching him.
Well, I guess someone should dig him a grave.
We can dig it. We can dig it. We can dig it.
Very well. Since I'm so torn up with grief and all, I guess I will let you.
So all the frogs got their shovels, gathered around Brer Raccoon, and started to dig. They dug and dug and dug. Brer Raccoon, who was pretending to be dead, was going further and further down in the ground, and all the frogs were going down with him. Finally, the bullfrog said,
Is the hole deep enough?
Well, I don't see you standing next to me, so it must be deep enough.
The bullfrog looked up and was kind of confused, especially when Brer Rabbit yelled down to Brer Raccoon.
Get up, Brer Raccoon, and pick up your groceries. This hole is too deep for them wild frogs to jump out.
So Brer Raccoon started grabbing frogs and throwing as many of them as he could into that tow sack. The bullfrog and all the other frogs yelled, Well, Brer Raccoon grabbed so many frogs that he and his wife had enough to eat for that year and the next year to boot. Brer Raccoon's wife even stopped chasing him with a broom, and that is the end of that.